All right, Nigerians. What's up, guys? So today I'm here in Doral, Miami, Florida. Bunch of Venezuelans here. Very, very attractive women. Because I'm into the whole dark hair. That's not what this video is about, but damn, I just saw some really, very attractive black-haired, fair-skinned women here. All right, so this video is about how society shifted as to allow the women that are overweight to allow the most. What's that word I'm looking for? To allow influence. There we go. To allow influence that these women, that they don't even take care of themselves, they don't even look good. You got one. I'm sure I've said this in other videos. You got one, like the most important job that you have to be a woman. It's not your career. It's not your car. It's not your any accolades that you've I'm not saying to be a retard, get it, but your most valuable asset as a woman, your most valuable one, is to not be overweight and be attractive. I mean, that's what men want. Society will tell you otherwise. You feed into the system and fill these corporations, CEOs, and their shareholders' pocket up. But so what I've seen in society these days, for multiple years actually, is the ones that talk all this. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. They're the ones that do the least, right? They do the least amount of work, they put the least amount of effort. They get the least amount of and then the most amount of shame, the most amount of trying to be influential, the most trying to leverage rules, policies, and laws to go against what men look. Men don't like none of that. Women in positions of power, they don't know how to delegate that. They don't know how to deal with that. It's not what they're meant for. Okay. So, in essence, the more I go to places, the more I'm right here by Miami-Dade, the Doral campus, right here. My buddy's going to school here. He's inside right now with the admissions and all this bureaucratic aspect of the whole thing. She's trying to start school and trying to get through all the red tape and all that. So I'm just here walking around, and I go to place. How I have pretty ample free time. Very fortunate to have that because I chose the non-societal way. You know what I mean? So, look, that's him right here calling right now. So, just bear with me. I'm gonna try to keep on with this video. So, the more I go to places, right, the more I see women that are managers, the more the business gets run to the floor, dude. And I'm not trying to be, mean. I'm not trying to be, and women have their place in society, which is to serve the man and to raise children. But society's not like that these days. You get women in positions of power. You get police officers that are women. They'll shoot because they don't have the luxury of having the logical mind or having the force, the physical force, to be able to handle situations like that. Which men we're bred for that. We're meant for that, biologically. I mean. Prove me wrong. Society and the media and all this propaganda could say otherwise. I call BS on all that. It's just what it is, man. So yeah. So this whole video is about, if you look around, right, the ones that are going to tell you you're doing the least, or you should do this, you should comply with that, are the ones that do the actual least. Which is they're overweight, their arms look like goddamn blocks of like cement blocks. They look like SpongeBob. And those are the women that are going to tell you, do this, do that. Look, I'm not just basing this on women. Guys too. The ones that say, oh, I go to the, do this, I do that, go to the gym. And you look at them and they're like, it's just, the weight and words do not hold, well, no pun intended, the weight in their physique, you know? So, look, my buddy's out of the school. He just called me, so I'm gonna end this video a little quicker today. So, like and subscribe, guys. You know, I'm getting it a little bit more fluid, better at this. You know, I just started this a few weeks ago. So, you know, it'll help the channel. If you like my subject topics and all that, it's all about society, and I'm sure you see it all. You know, going down. If you're aware about it, if you're not aware about it, then you won't. But all right, hit like and subscribe, guys. Take it easy. Peace.